Well, obviously you got the job done tonight. Give us the idea what the feeling's like right now.
I feel like amazing now. Finally, like the world came off my shoulders after the fight. I got the finish, but you never know, right? You still have the doubts in your head. I still like, man, should I think I did enough? But yeah, everyone was impressed with the finish. I kept my cool down. He came like swinging crazy. I expect nothing different from him. So I'm like, I know he was going to accept the ground, so I just decided to pull guards. On the corner, I did that. People are like looking at me. I'm like, I know my grounds. I know my jiu-jitsu is just in another level than most people from the roster. So when I knew he was going to accept the ground, I knew he has a good guillotine. So I tried the triangle before. He kind of posture up. I'm like, I know what his defense is. Next time I retry. So when he tried the guillotine, I rolled over. I saw he was going to just try to throw the elbow. I got the triangle and finished an armbar. It was beautiful, and everything worked out to the end.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal finish. I mean, you were a huge favorite going into this, right? But it was a competitive fight, man. He came out ready. I mean, were you expecting to have to be tested a little bit like that?
I knew, like, in the first round, most of his fights, he comes super strong. And he comes wild. I knew that was his chance in my head. Like, I know this guy will come crazy swinging. So I'm like, I'll throw the knees. He kind of felt one of the knees. And like, I knew that he's too crazy. I'm like, I don't want to just deal with this craziness. Just pull guard, work my jiu-jitsu. He tried ground and pound. Like, one elbow landed on my head. The other one I managed to prevent, and he missed most of them. And then I knew eventually I was going to submit to him. It was just a matter of time.
Have you had a chance to speak to your brother yet?
Not yet. My phone is dying. Everyone's phone was dying. But yeah,
Look at chargers here everywhere, man.
Samsung. But
I understand.
Everyone iPhone will do. So I will learn my lesson, but I didn't have a chance to speak to him. I speak to my daughter. So the first call I made was to my daughter and to my family, to my older brother, and they congratulate me. I'm like, most of my sacrifice. It's a lot of sacrifice for me. It was my whole life. Gilbert and we did a lot of sacrifice. Like, I live in Asia, so far from my daughter, from my little girl. Now I'm here in the US. It's hard to go to Brazil, so everything I did was for her, and we made it. And now the Burns brothers is a family business now.
That's awesome.
What did your daughter say? When you told her, what did your daughter say?
She was crying. She was like, "Hey, Daddy, I know, you made it." She was like super, super happy, and because she's 10 years old, Isadora.
What's the plan for your debut? Do you want to fight in the U.S., fight in Brazil? Do you want to fight on a card with your brother? What's the ideal scenario?
I want to fight soon. I don't want to wait. I like to be active, and they're doing a fight in Singapore. They're doing an event UFC São Paulo. I would like to get one of those. I lived in Singapore before. I'm Brazilian, so I'm definitely looking for one of those, and hopefully I get a high caliber, a good upcoming fight. Or a guy with name. I'm down to fight soon. I'm not hurt, not anything. Just go back on diet. Take a week off. Eat something. Don't let the weight go crazy high, and go back to training. Look for another challenger very soon.
Herbert, can you talk about what this means for your family in terms of the legacy of joining the UFC with your brother, but then also you creating your own legacy in the UFC?
Oh, it means a lot. Like, definitely, Burns brothers always together. Gilbert wins, they'll bring my name up. So if I win, they'll bring Gilbert's name up. But at the same time, we still have different paths. And Gilbert made his path. He was in the UFC for a long time, like 3 years, I think. A little. Over 10 fights in the UFC. The guy is like doing very well, ups and downs, but he brings excitement. I want to do the same thing. He finished fights. He's a finisher. I'm a finisher also. He has a big hand. I didn't show my hands yet, but I have a very polished striking. But like I said, jiu-jitsu is my main weapon. I know my ground. Like I said, it's just another level. I train with a lot of UFC fighters. Not 365. Man, the gym is crazy. A lot of talent. UFC, Bellator, one, and man, I know my level of jiu-jitsu is just in a different level. So I'm looking forward now to go get in the UFC and build my own path.
Cool.
Hey, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, everyone.